Hey guys, this is Mel. If you're listening to this, you are about to hear a super special sneak peek of our latest bonus episode, but fair warning, this is just a sneak peek, don't hurt us. It's totally optional to subscribe, but if you're interested, you can check out our Patreon by searching Significant Lovers Patreon online. Hope you enjoy.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray?
Yes, so we're here with a new couple. It's a bonus episode. Just a warning, Kel, am sick right now, so I don't know if I'll sound weird or anything, but I'm still happy to be here.
Yay, we're persevering.
Yeah, you're a professional.
Yeah.
And we're happy to have you here, Kel. Oh, thanks.
Phlegm and all.
What'd you say?
I said phlegm and all.
Oh, I thought you said blood and all.
No.
Yeah, today is a very juicy episode, guys. Lots of scandal. High scandal episode. Mel is in charge. Mm-hmm. So who is it? Today we are talking about Jude Law and Sienna Miller. Wait, that sounds so bad. Whenever I have to do an accent, it doesn't come out well. But
you didn't have to do an accent. You just did it.
Anyway, we're going across the pond to England. This couple dated in the 2000s, and I don't know about you guys, but I knew that there was scandal involving them, but I didn't really, I feel like because they're British, they just weren't as big of a deal. It wasn't as big of a deal in America, but it was a huge, huge story. Oh. Yeah, no, I think I knew there was something because people have requested this couple, but I didn't know anything.
Maybe because I'm young, I know who Jude Law is, but I honestly don't know who Sienna Miller is. And
you're young?
I didn't know that
you're young? What are we?
I'm younger. And I didn't know that they dated. I didn't know this was a popular relationship, or maybe not popular, but a big news relationship. I had never even heard of them as a couple.
You're about to get educated.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm getting educated.
But before we get into the episode, we want to thank some of our latest patrons. Thank you so much for following along and being as into love as we are.
Thank you.
And we want to shout out Sally, Tricia, Helene, Ida, Dre, Jasmine, Melanie, Lucille, Michelle, and Gemma.
Wow.
Thank you.
I loved everyone's names. They're all so pretty. And
I know.
I loved them.
Yeah. I know. Wow. Everyone had a princess name. So Sienna Miller and Jude Law.
Yes. Mel, what 3 words would you describe their relationship?
I would say chaotic, messy, and immature.
Oh, wow. All 3 bad words. Oh, my gosh.
I have to say, I walked away from this episode not knowing if I liked them as people. Uh-oh. Which is never great. I felt bad because I was talking to your mom earlier on the phone today, and I mentioned I was doing this episode, and she goes, I love Jude Law. I love him. I love him in The Holiday. I was like, oh, gosh. After doing this episode, I don't think I love him. If anything, I think this episode might be a PSA to people. Do not date him if you have the opportunity.
Oh my gosh, really?
You actually swayed my mom's opinion, because I didn't mention anything about Taylor Swift, but you were talking about it. Mm-hmm. And my mom was like, I think I hate Taylor Swift now.
Oh no.
She was like, Taylor's so rich already. Why can't she let that little girl have money?
Let that little girl have money.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in no way do I want people to hate Taylor Swift, but in that situation, I think she was in the wrong. But that's so funny.
Darn.
But okay.
Yeah,
so,
I'm upset. I think Jude Law is so attractive. So
yes.
I am nervous But here we go.
Here we go. So
nervous?
I'm
afraid?
Yeah. Before we get to him, who is this Sienna Miller? She was born December 28th, 1981. Her mother actually went into labor with her in New York while seeing the Nutcracker Ballet. So she says, I was born into theater. Her mom, Josephine, is a former British model who worked as the personal assistant to David Bowie. And her dad is an American art dealer of Chinese art. So they're both pretty acclaimed. She's well connected from the time she's born. I would say a Nepo baby.
Cool.
Yeah. When she was just 18 months old, her family relocated from New York to England along with her older sister, Savannah. And she also has two older half-brothers, Stephen and Charles, from her father's previous marriage. And sadly, her parents divorced when she was 8. After that, she was sent to a pretty elite all-girls boarding school called Heathfield School. She is described as being a traumatic experience going there.
Yeah.
Growing up, her family would spend the summers in the south of France at Elton John's vacation home. So
What?
She's a little rich girl for sure.
Yeah.
definitely is. And I feel like that must have an influence on somebody. She's also very beautiful. She's very striking. And when she was a teenager, she started modeling. I'm guessing she also had connections through her mom because she signed with Select Model Management. And from there, she appeared in Italian Vogue and also modeled for Pepsi and Prada. But she said she really always just wanted to be an actress. In 2001, she had a small part in the Italian-British rom-com South Kensington. And in 2002, she had a small role in a movie called High Speed. And then in 2003, she was in the sequel for that. Also that year, in 2003, she moved to New York City and had a reoccurring role on a very short-lived New York Police Department detective show called Keen Eddie on Fox. That was only canceled after 7 episodes. So she's pretty much an unknown still at this point. But I did read that she maybe was linked to Orlando Bloom at some point around then. But I'm not too sure. I still don't think people really knew her all that much.
I could see it, though.
Yeah. Seems believable. Okay, but who is Jude Law? He was born David Jude Hayworth Law on December 29th, 1972. So his birthday is one day after Sienna's, but almost a decade older than her. Actually, a full decade. He's 11 years older.
It's interesting that he goes by his middle name and not.
All right, I will have to stop the episode right there. Thank you so much for listening to the teaser. If you want to hear the full episode and many other bonus episodes, you can find them on Patreon. You can search Significant Lovers on the website or download the Patreon app. It works a lot like regular podcast listening apps. And we have tons of other couples on Patreon to listen to. So thank you so much for listening and supporting the show, and we'll get back together next week.